So y'all, I done picked up another show, and I was watching it because I was like, let me see. It's really intriguing. You have all these former girl group members all in one house. I hate the name. BET presents the Encore. They couldn't come up with something more creative than that. So it's by Carlos King, and it features all these women from different girl groups, some iconic, some not. And they're all in this house to make one super group. Now, when I saw it that night, the marketing was poor because I had no idea it was releasing that night. But it was such an enjoyable train wreck. I could not stop watching it. It was good, it was shady, and I'm like, you know what? I can't pass up on this. I have to commentate. Now, the only confusing thing is, why are there 9 cast members? They're trying to do one super girl group, but 9? And how are they supposed to make money from this? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It just seems all over the place. And I think one of the girls said, 9 people, that's a We Are the World performance. A good 6 would have been fine. A solid 6. But nah, they want to get all these women in the house, exploit them for my enjoyment. So, hey, whatever. They all sign on the dotted line and they want that check. So, it's whatever. But anywho, I'll be reviewing this series, and this is episode 1 and 2. So let's get into the first episode. So the first episode starts with all the ladies entering the house. First up is the Cherished Twins. Now, I recognize them, and I know the Do It To It. The song was a hit. They were a one-hit wonder, and it was only a hit because of the snap movement and the trend at the time. And their names are Fallon and Felicia. I can't tell them apart, so you know what? Don't be mad at me if I say the Cherished Twins, okay? Just going forward. And they seem to also be the youngest of the group ladies. Next, we have Pam from Total. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, who is this? I had no idea because I missed the first part of the episode. But yeah, oof. Life has been hard to Pam. It looked like the music industry chewed her up and spit her out. But she seems so gracious. She's a part of an iconic group, Total. I love Total. What about you? What about me? Can't you see what you do to me? Tell me what you want from me. Got me tripping on my own feet. You got me bugging, boy. Okay, I'm sorry. I love Total, okay? So yes, Pam, it's fine. She deserves to be here. Now, when she walks in, the Cherished Twins don't even recognize her, and I'll give them that. But at least they know who Total is, because I didn't recognize Pam at first. Ooh, and they being shady already. Saying oh, I didn't think we'd have people over 40 come here. All right. Next, we have a wild card, Nivea, who has not been a part of a girl group. She seems like a nice girl. We all know, don't mess with my man. I'm gonna be the one to bring it to you. I love that song. And she was in Danger too, that been so long. Yeah, but she's not in a girl group. I get that she's entertaining, but why was she added? Coming after her is Shamari. Oh, it's so good to see Shamari. I'm glad she's back on TV. I think she got a rough deal with Real Housewives of Atlanta. She deserved the 2nd season, so I'm glad to see her. It looks like she's just happy to be there. She's from Black, as we all know, and they've had a couple of hits, so I think they're an iconic girl group as well. Child, pulling up is Aubrey O'Day. Now, I'm happy to see Aubrey, and Aubrey's talented. Danity Kane. Love Danity Kane. Y'all know I love Danity Kane. If I have a picture up, I'm going to put it right here if I find it. But this is when they were all together, and I think this is when Dawn and her had their original faces. But yes, coming in, Aubrey, what she's wearing, ooh, these boots. We're not even going to discuss the obviousness with her face, but the outfit is just tragic. Coming up after Aubrey is 2 of the girls from 702. Now, the first time I watched and I missed the beginning, I had no idea who they were. And honestly, if they didn't play the song Where My Girl's At and listed them at the bottom, I probably wouldn't know who they were. I'm sorry. It looks like they haven't been doing music at all for a long time. Now, I wonder what they've been up to all these years, because it just seemed like they've just been, living their normal lives, and now they're just plucked on reality TV. And their names is Lamisha and Irish. I'm gonna try to remember that. But yes, if I say the 702 girls, don't get mad at me. And last but not least, we have Kylie from 3LW. Now, we know she's a character. I mean, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have had that iconic Raven laugh that was on Instagram. But yes, she is a shit starter, a shit stirrer, and she's a piece of work. Let's just say that. And I mean, already, the show is shady. They know where we know her from. I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises. Of course, we know the promises. We do. And she's had beef with chicks not in one, but two groups. Two. So we know the drama's gonna come. So now all the ladies are in one setting. They're just getting to know each other. We're being reintroduced to them and some of their background. We talk about 702's breakup, and it looks like one of the girls was mad at the dark-skinned girl that was the lead singer, so they broke up. Of course, we know about Danny and Kane and how they broke up. I heard that Aubrey was the reason why, but y'all let me know in the comments. It's been so long. Then we get to Black and how they disbanded, which really isn't their fault. Like, I really feel bad for Shamara because not only did she lose her mentor, she lost her group mate too. I can only imagine how that feels. We get a background on Pam, and it seems like she was struggling with addiction, and she's clean now and has devoted her life to God. Now, the background on Nivea, we all know. I mean, that is the quintessential industry baby mama who has a baby not only from Dream, but Lil Wayne too. So Sis has been living good on child support. Now, here we go with Cherished, and they are so effing disrespectful. I can't say F yet, y'all. I'm not sure how close we are in the video, but yeah, they talking about geriatrics and stuff like that. Just so rude. Like, who are y'all? Who are y'all? Seriously, y'all had one hit. One. And it didn't even go number one. So now a little confusion and conflict comes from Kylie, who says that she's here not to be in the group, but to be a creative director, which brings up a collective, from everybody. Now, I'm not sure if the producers have any say over how the ladies are gonna do this, but can she just come in and be a creative director? I mean, I know she's not the best singer, she's a good dancer, but I think she was here to be in the group. Now, the other ladies do not like this. And a lot of ego comes into play. It's a lot of, who does she think she is? And then the Cherished Twins are just coming after her. Like, I'm not sure why they feel the need to list their resume. And even though it's Kylie, I assure y'all that she has done triple the amount of accolades that you twins have done in your whole lifetime. Apparently one of the twins, like, I guess they song right now, so that's what they've been doing since their group disbanded. And they're just going in on Kylie in the confessional saying she has failed in not only one, but two groups. So the twins are kind of going a little hard, and Pam comes to her defense and was like, y'all, it's not really that serious. Like, at the end of the day, she's coming in to help, you know? And for some reason, twin one is saying, oh yeah, you know my sister's now a millionaire? She didn't even know? And I love the cut to Aubrey saying millionaire, not with that fake Claire's jewelry. 10 points for Aubrey. And Cherish is still going at her. She was like, creative director. And her sister's doing the same thing. She says director. Like, they say it twice. That was funny. It was kind of funny. And now Lamisha from 702 is like, y'all, can y'all really just get off the girl? Y'all really are ganging up on her. And one of the disrespectful twins like, I'm sorry, who are you? I'm Misha. Who are you? Yes, check her. Ooh, they're so disrespectful. Like, they have not done that much. And honestly, in this situation, I'm Nivea. I'm looking in the pantry for food, and I'm eating, minding my business. Wow, so thing one and thing two, they say they don't know who Lamisha from 702 is. Wow. Now, see, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. Like, you would think they're Generation Z, but I checked. They're born in 1988. There is no excuse they don't know who 702 is. And even if they were a part of Generation Z, you're supposed to know your history. I mean, I'm sure other rappers coming up, they know Tupac, they know Biggie, they know Rakim, KRS-One. You know, like, it's just so disrespectful. And it really says more about them if they don't know their girl group history. Like, these girls are already in their 30s. I'm not sure why they acting like teenagers right now. Like, who the fuck is Cherish, honestly? Because in the club, I'll hear where my girl's at more than Do It To It. Honestly, no one plays Do It To It because that's a fad song. It's not even iconic. And whoever said it, I agree. Cherished is childish. So thing one and thing two, they think they hot shit, so they're threatening to leave the house. Whew, they are really some ageist, egotistical, delusional, immature floozies. Anywho, it's the next day, and the twins are thinking to themselves, you know what? Maybe we overreacted. So they see Pam outside as they chilling, and Pam asks them, do you want to do a prayer? So they say a prayer, and I'm guessing after they pray, they feel absolved over all the rude shit they said to everybody last night. So all the ladies are back in the main room, and they get a message from Sita. Sita from Sita's World. Like, hey, baby. Like, who, Sita, I mean, I don't know if she would work in this day and age because she's really like a caricature of a black woman as a Sims character. I'm guessing it's nice to see Sita. It's quite the throwback. She was funny back in the day, I gotta admit, but like only a niche audience know who Sita is. Just so random. So Sita is just informing the ladies of their mission and why they are here. I'm guessing we're gonna see her down the line as well. So after Sita's message, the twins, they want to throw out the white flag and reintroduce themselves to everyone. Now, I didn't hear any apologies at all from either of them. But yeah, they acting nice now, but multiple people in the room ain't buying it. So next up, we have a vocal coach visiting the ladies to see where everyone is at vocally. Now, I'm going to go down the line because this was very enjoyable as well as very shady. So first is Kylie singing, and she doesn't sound bad. Like, she has a very distinct tone, kind of like Rihanna. Like, she can't sing, but it's a nice voice where I can see it being blended with the harmonies of the other ladies. Now, I can't see her as a solo vocalist, but in the group, yes. And as she's singing, we see twin one, like, with all the shady faces, like, so shady. Like, oh my God. So next up is Nivea, and she sounds good. And I love her personality too. And you can just tell she's just happy to be here. So here Aubrey's singing, and she's giving us a diet Christina Aguilera. Doesn't sound bad. I like it. Now Pam is up, and although she's not a vocalist, again, she has a very familiar tone. Like, I don't like it anyway. Like, you can tell it's Pam. And in a group, it can sound great. Solo, maybe not so much, but I enjoyed it. Now Shamari, she just showing off at this point. I mean, she's giving a vocal right now. She knows she sounds good. So then the Cherished Twins perform, and they aight. Nothing special or memorable, like talent show vocals. Now, 702, they need some work. They a little rusty. I have hope for them, but yeah, I think before they came on, they should have got a little, like a vocal coach of their own. I'm holding out hope though. Now, after all this, I'm wondering, did the vocal coach give any feedback to anybody? Because if she did, why would they cut that out? So it's later in the evening, and the ladies are being visited by a producer and a songwriter being assigned to them. They all go into the studio downstairs and discuss the vision of the song and what they want it to be. So they're going around the room, and 702 and Pam, they're saying that they don't want to do anything secular. Really, Pam? After listening to Trippin'? Damn, really? Like, there's like, I got a husband, I got kids. I mean, no one's asking you to do WAP. Like, it's just, like, why put up barriers already? And especially when it's just not the three of y'all doing a song. Like, what y'all trying to do, gospel? Cause nan, one of y'all got the vocals for that. No tea, no shade. I love y'all, but yeah. As for the other ladies, I mean, they're more liberal with it. They're like, if I do like a sexual song, I could be talking about my husband. So yeah, why cripple the creativity of the group already this early on? So the next day, the ladies are being visited by a choreographer, and they're going to see where everyone is dancing-wise. And okay, Aubrey, I had no doubt she was going to kill the choreo part. Cherished girls, they're doing okay too. And Shamari, the girl is hungry. She's hungry. Like, she was ready for this. And here we got Kylie killing it. And we shouldn't be surprised because I think when she was talking about 3LW, she said that she was more of a dancer than a singer anyway. Now, Nivea, she doing okay, but Pam and the girls from 702, goodness gracious. Like, you can't be bad at the vocals and can't dance. Like, I mean, Pam, she alright, but 702 girls, why are y'all here? Like, they clearly here for the check. And here go thing 1 and thing 2 from Cherished, like they age shaming yet again. So after that, later in the day, we're with Aubrey, and as I'm looking at Aubrey in this confessional, I'm just like, why? Why? She was such a beautiful girl. She didn't have to tamper with her face that much. Oh, man. Anyway, all the girls are together right now, and Aubrey proposes to them, maybe we should break it up into 2 groups. And she wants it to be her, the twins, and Shamari, which leaves Nivea, Pam, and the girls from 702. I mean, it's a little shady. It's a little shady, Aubrey. I mean, I get what you're saying, but you're gonna have one strong group and one shit sandwich on the other side. So it's best if y'all all combine. Now, clearly all the ladies that weren't chosen on Aubrey's team are a little plucked by this. And then you have Kylie, who's just like the odd man out, who's like, well, what about me? And then Aubrey's like, well, you need to figure out what you want to do. Like, you said you're going to be the creative director, so you need to find out what you want to do. Now, I got to say, behind the scenes wise, honestly, casting, I'm wondering what were they thinking having 9 girls all together? Which made me think it's not even about the group or making a good song. They just want a train wreck for the cameras. But after this conversation, it looks like the ladies are fine with the idea for now, or just thinking things might change going forward. But Kylie is calling Aubrey in her confessional very divisive and manipulative. So it's later in the evening, you have Iris from 702 talking to the twins from Cherish, and she's discussing how she tragically lost her sister to cancer. And I just realized that, yeah, Cherish is twins and how that can be triggering for her who lost her twin. And it's a touching scene because she gets a little emotional, but the twins comfort her in that moment. So the mood is a little heavy right now, but Pam comes in and says something real Jesus-y, and everyone laughs, and it's a kumbaya moment. For now. So later on, we see some of the women in the studio, and you gotta love Kylie for being a sport. I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises. I'm so glad she did it. I was just like, she did it! Yeah, I appreciate that, Kylie, for being a good sport. Meanwhile, we see the twins telling Aubrey what Kylie said about her and calling her divisive and manipulative. Now, Aubrey has a point. She did tell the ladies to their face she didn't talk behind nobody's back. But, Aubrey, it's still a little shady. Clearly, you got the girls that are doing poorly on one side and the girls that are doing significantly better on the other. So it is kind of divisive in a sense. But either way, Aubrey is pissed. And then we see in her confessional saying that she actually knows Notori from 3LW, and she heard from her about Kylie and about the chicken incident. And Aubrey's like, yeah, she's a chicken bucket thrower. She throws chicken. Now, Aubrey, be careful, girl, talking about a black girl and throwing chicken, okay? Like, I love you, but there's a fine line. So then she confronts Kylie immediately. Like, as soon as Kylie walks into the room, Aubrey's in attack mode. She tells Kylie, I do not like you talking behind my back. Please don't do it. And now it is Kylie versus Aubrey. And I really feel the Cherished Twins orchestrated that, because now they're just sitting back, eating their popcorn, watching them go at it. And that's the end of the episode. So yeah, this episode was fantastic. It gave me all the shit that I wanted, and I am definitely in for the entire season. Now, I said I was gonna do part 1 and part 2 together, but there was so much in this episode, but I feel like I could just divide the 2 up on its own. So I'll do a separate review for episode 2. Like, I just realized this. I was like, well, this is going to be a long-ass review of 1 and 2, so let me just break it up, because I know people's attention spans can be low. Anywho, I'm looking forward to this season. It looks like, just from the preview, it looks like Aubrey leaves early. I'm really suspecting that right now, especially because we see like, oh, where's Aubrey's bed? So yeah, I'm looking out for that. Woo, I just know this is going to be one big train wreck, and I can't wait to see how it unfurls. With that, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for episode 2. Bye.